Oh, g'day, Meshy.
Yeah, g'day, mate.
Some reason we've got some sort of issue with the studio, with the curtains, the blackout curtains. There's a slither of light coming through, and it's only hitting your left eye.
It is
It's
fucking killing me too.
I mean, it's not a great.
How much of my face? It feels like it's taking up this entire side of the room. Is it just on my face?
It's just on your face. And I know it's a terrible thing to relay on a podcast, but it looks funny because you either look like the chosen one or you look like you've been punished, like some sort of laser is coming down. Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway,
you can just lean for that's the thing. Something for you.
I can't really get out of it.
There you go. You're out
Okay,
now.
right.
Hey, you play Aussie rules, or you used to
Well, I
before you
tried
got
to.
knocked out.
Yeah, well, I did, and then I gave up that season.
So are you going to play again?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay,
No,
but you know a bit about Aussie rules.
Yep.
So this is classic dinger behaviour. Classic dingoes.
Yeah.
Like so Brizzy, you've got the 2032 Olympics.
Yep.
Great stuff, because I love it. The fact it's down here. My kids all want to go to the Olympics, and I think we should probably go over.
Yes, you should.
Because I don't think I'll ever go to another Olympics.
No,
and I don't think
know why you would.
And I don't think it would be back down here in my lifetime. Maybe.
No, I think we should go to
So
it.
anyway, it's in Brizzy. So the Aussies, I think, as a host nation, you get to chuck a couple of experimental ones in there. So, for example, in
Classic.
Paris, they're the Wounders that brought in the breakdancing
Yeah.
that gave us
Ray
Ray
Gun.
Gun.
I don't want to be this guy, but are they going to bring it back? Because, of course, Aussie is the home of Ray Gun.
No, I think there's a deep shame in
There
Australia.
is, yeah.
A deep
The
shame.
rest of the world seem to love her a lot more than Aussie do.
Yeah, they kind of
James
laughed.
McConey loved it.
Yeah, they kind of laughed along. Yeah,
Hello,
James
Joe. Good
McConey.
morning.
Yeah.
Why did you say
Yeah.
that? in
No,
such a
well,
sexual
have you
kind of
seen
way?
that footage?
No.
Yeah, have you seen the
It's
photo?
creepy. Every time she's dancing,
He's in the background.
He's in the background.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
Like
a
an
Where's
M.
Wally
Night
situation.
Shyamalan kind of situation.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he
okay.
interviewed before she became a huge embarrassment.
Right.
But there is a deep shame over there about Reagan. They
Okay.
try and laugh along with the world,
Yeah.
but they are struggling with the fact that the world are laughing at them because of a scene as a slightly non-sporting prowess performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It wasn't.
it's not
It wasn't
distressed denim
elite.
shorts and a tight V-neck.
No,
is
it wasn't elite.
No.
It was, and then
And it wasn't bogan. It wasn't really anything. It
Nah,
didn't,
so
it
that's
didn't really
why-
identify with any slither of
No.
Australian culture.
That's
did
why
it?
they're kind of ha 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 ha.
Yeah, they didn't know where she belonged.
Yeah, so they'll never bring that back.
No.
Anyway, they get a couple of choices on like experimental sports or whatever.
The Americans are putting in flag football.
Flag football, which is
Okay,
not
yeah, sure.
bad because it's played.
2028.
Is that the one they play in Keenies?
And that's no.
They still playing that?
Yeah,
Lingerie football, yeah.
lingerie
Fuck
football's
yeah,
huge.
It's good to hear.
Yeah, they're ploughing on no matter what, mate. You can't cancel those guys.
They're wadding on?
They're ploughing on.
Not sure if that's
Anyway,
appropriate.
the Aussies want AFL.
Yes.
They want Aussie
Of course
rules.
they do. Yeah, of course they do.
I mean, there is one other nation I know that they play, and that is Ireland.
yeah,
'Cause
they'll be
Ireland-
good with the Gaelic situation.
Yeah, they have a Gaelic situation, but the Aussie guys don't play Gaelic. The Irish guys play AFL.
But going off my past 2.5 years of AFL experience here in New Zealand in a minor league, that
Yeah.
means absolutely nothing, where half the team is social. Half of the team, for pretty much the 5 out of 6 of the teams across Auckland are all Irish boys.
All Irish?
Yeah.
Right.
They'll find AFL over here. Like
Okay.
they think it's the closest thing to their game.
Right. So if this does get into the Olympics, basically every Aussie and Irish expat around the world will form teams.
Yep. In various nations.
Yeah.
Hey boys, yeah. I'm not going to do an Irish accent, but hey boys, I'm pretty sure you know Papua New Guinea's free. Well, actually, they're quite good. Not a great example, but are they just?
Why not just put rugby league in?
Yeah, why not?
More countries play that.
It'd be way more competitive, but they don't get to win that easily. But then it's going to be another who's going to want to play for Australia in the Olympics? Surely all of them actually, because they're all going to want to get Olympic tattoos on their ass cheek or whatever. But
That's like playing a sport that only one country plays.
yeah, what's our equivalent?
Rugby.
Doing funnels.
Funnels. Yeah, funnels is good. Boat races.
Bucket bongs.
Yeah, bucky bongs.
Bucky bongs. I haven't seen bucky bongs done
Yeah.
anywhere else in the world.
No, that's a
except
good
here.
shout actually.
So maybe
Spots.
we make
Spots.
yes, spots.
No one else does spots.
If you line up
Yeah.
a bunch of shacklock ovens,
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
butter knives.
Set of knives.
Yeah.
Bone handle.
Bone handle, yeah.
Gotta be
Otherwise
bone
you'll burn
handle.
yourself.
Glass receptacle
Yeah.
that you've been put in the freezer, perhaps.
Or
Yep.
or a
Or
bunch
fuck you
or,
up at that.
or a bunch of Mitre 10 buckets and a bunch of 3-litre Coke bottles.
Yep.
Not cut yet. You're going to have to do it yourself. You get your scissors.
Right, so the DIY arts and crafts
Yeah,
part
you
is
got to
part
do
of the
it.
event.
Yeah, you got to
That's
quickly
fantastic.
set it
You're
up.
onto it there, G Lane.
Yeah. But that's probably the only sport that is done exclusively in New
So
Zealand.
that's good to know. The spots when the
can't
Olympics eventually comes here.
We
we'll run that event.
haven't invented a sport, have we?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think we have, apart from drinking and fuckamanas.
Is there
Bungee jumping?
Is that a sport?
lawn bowls?
No, lawn bowls is it's in the Com Games.
Yeah,
They love it.
Are
So
they
the
in-
UK
yeah.
and Scotland play it when it's in the summer because they don't do curling.
yeah.
What about run it straight?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, now we're talking.
We're getting closer.
Yeah, I think we're getting. But if America takes on, if America get run it straight, can you imagine some of those NFL players running it
It doesn't
straight?
work for sports that you can take up immediately.
Yeah,
Because then we're going to get fined out.
yeah.
But do we have anything that we've been
imagine
doing
some Ukrainian monster coming off the long run.
Yeah, no, fuck that. The
Like-
sumo boys will get involved.
Oh yeah.
Have
Well,
they
that
ever had
sumo
some-
wrestling is just run it straight from a short distance.
From a short distance, yeah.
Yeah.
Slap them cheeks together, boys.
Yeah.
Girls sumo? They don't, do they?
No, they don't do girls sumo. That is the most outrageous. I'm surprised you haven't entered that into ChatGPT. That is.
Why can't girls sumo?
You've seen some dumb things in your
No, but
life.
why can't
You've
girls?
seen some.
Tell
dumb,
me why
You've said
I
some,
can't watch
because sumo
female
is
sumo wrestling.
sumo is an ancient tradition, ancient sport
That's
of Japan.
Time to change, G Lane. We're better than this.
That was no.
Yeah. Justice
Are you an
for the-
equal opportunities man?
Yes,
Are you?
I am.
Sorry about
And I
that.
wanna-
It
and I
must be
wanna-
your generation. You're just so into that, aren't you?
Okay, so that's the Olympics, and if they came here,
20
we wouldn't know what to do.
Well, how far away is that? What are we? 2020? It's 6 years away. It's
Yeah,
not
so
too far
that-
away.
Well,
That's
I mean,
not
it's going
too
to come
far
out
away.
quickly. We were over there recently, like I said, and the city was pretty much already on lockdown with what Queen Street looked like about 3 years ago here, where
Ready
it's
for the
just-
Olympics?
Well, no, in the sense that there's just fucking fencing everywhere.
Well, they must be getting ready for. Oh, no, I love it. I
Yeah,
think it's-
6 years out.
That's so good that it's in Brazil.
Don't they have
Brazil.
the Com Games in a couple of years or something?
Oh, isn't that back in Scotland because no one wants to host it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Was it in Brisbane and they got rid of
charity
it?
event.
Nah, yeah, it was in Melbourne. I think one of them said, "Nah, too expensive."
How is it then, like, you've got an event that everyone's like, oh, nah. And they're like, we'll send it to Scotland.
Back to Scotland
Back to Scotland.
because Glasgow already had it set up. You must admit, places like the UK way more set up for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you could hold
Yeah,
a
8
FIFA, you
stadiums
could hold a
and-
FIFA World Cup in the UK tomorrow.
In London alone.
Yeah, like they would just go, "Yep, sure, we'll we've got we've got 7 stadiums that can
Yep.
fit 40, 50,000. We fill them and empty them every week
They could do
with
with some more
security."
people.
So,
They'll love that.
but Germany's the same. Germany could put a World Cup on like that the next day.
Yeah.
I think they're always the backup. I think Germany. There was talk of potentially early days when Qatar maybe they said that Germany could just host it like that.
Right. How did the Spanish and the likes go at hosting events? Are they organised enough? A little bit too pesty, maybe?
No, I think in terms of infrastructure, I think places like the UK and Germany are
better.
pretty good.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
And someone like Japan would better do it in a heartbeat, I imagine, as well. Anyway.
We haven't even done the intro yet.
Oh
my God.
We'll get onto it then
Jesus
because people
Christ,
tuning in.
live.
Like
Listen-
I heard this advertised
Oh,
on ZB the other day, and they'll be tuning in, and they'll like, they'll go, "Oh, I want to hear this, that, and the other," and then they just hear you ask, why don't females sumo wrestle?"
Well, I think you're forcing us because on our own petard because you're going on there saying,
Who's
"Hey,
petard?
we're talking. You're petard. You're a petard."
You're a
No, you're a fucking petard. So you say on News Talk ZB that we're talking about this, and this, but really, because you film those ads, we'll record those ads after that. We've actually talked about female sumo wrestling for 30 minutes, but you've decided not to put that in the
Well, start
ZB
the
ad.
podcast then.
Live from the News Talk ZB Garden Studio, the Export Beer Garden Studio. This is the agenda for Tuesday, the 3rd of March. For goodness sake.
Oh, God,
The
it's a
Agenda
shambles.
Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
And cry about it, you big baby.
The sun's gone. Right. The sun's gone, thank
Okay,
God. There's some carnage. No, there's not carnage. All Blacks coach call is expected to be made this week. Is that right?
What's the plan?
What's
What's the plan? What's our plan?
what?
Okay,
Okay, I'll give
Here's
you
my
two
plan.
keys. Okay.
here's my plan.
Okay.
Here's my plan.
Yeah, tell us your plan.
Okay, this is my plan, New Zealand. After this podcast, I am going to record 2 videos.
Yep.
One video is going to be me announcing Dave Rennie as
Yeah.
the All Black coach.
Yep.
And I'll go deep into Dave Rennie's history. Second video will be on Jamie Joseph. And we'll release either one.
Instant reaction. And put
Instant
it out as a
reaction.
live.
Yeah,
Live. video.
live.
Yeah.
Emergency press conference.
I think that's a fantastic idea. Yeah, I think we need to be a couple of days ahead of that.
And the third option which we'll probably release as well. Steve Hansen. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Hey, have you seen the Steve Hansen puppet?
Just a bit of a rogue one.
I found it lying around.
No.
Can you remember Goran Paladin used to do a magnificent Steve Hansen, like, guys. His one was so good.
Used to be called like, was it Being Steve or?
Yeah, Being Steve. It was, and he used a puppet that we got done at Henson Studios.
Yeah.
And he was so good at doing Steve Hansen that he went on ZM and did a prank phone call to Aaron Smith.
Okay.
And and he asked for money. He asked Aaron Smith for money.
Wow.
Said he's a bit short on payday. And he goes, Shandy said pays. And Shandy's the manager. Shandy said pays. Going to be a bit late. I'm just wondering, Nuggy, if I could borrow. And boy, Aaron Smith's like, we should try and find that.
No.
Like, oh yeah, coach.
Oh yeah,
don't worry
coach.
about
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
all good.
No, I suppose I can.
Fucking bless
He goes,
him.
I can. Yeah, I can probably spot you. And he goes,
good on him.
I go,
Man.
good on you, Nuggy. and then they'll start laughing, and it works out he's been pranked. It's like he was
That's
good.
wholesome as
Anyway,
shit while also funny. Let's find that. That's my
we'll
job for
find
today.
that. We'll play that tomorrow because it
not
is
actually my
somewhere.
job for today.
And also, the puppet that he used, they did because at the same time, Like Mike and Jerry Wells was doing Like Mike until he took over Mike Hoskins' life.
What was in the water there?
I don't know.
What was so
Well,
at the front of the zeitgeist that people required some puppet-based comedy
because
on
it
the
made
radio?
great video.
Yeah,
You
you're right.
Because basically putting the rant to a puppet made it even funnier.
Yeah.
And the
Welcome to
Mike
Sesame
Hosking
Street.
puppet went missing. I think it's at Heath's house. I'm pretty sure it is.
It's definitely at his house.
Yeah,
Do you
and then
reckon?
the Steve Hansen one is under Stano's desk, and that's when he got out being all creepy with that little baby the other day.
You know, that was weird.
That's the Steve Hansen.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
So
that
we
was
need to get
Friday
that out again.
afternoon. He'd been down to the pub for a few drinks.
Shall we get Steve Hansen to do the press conference
That's a good idea.
as the puppet and go,
Yeah.
and just announce the new
What's going up
coach?
to?
Yeah, not much actually. Should we get Goran to do it?
Hey, mate, look, I know it's been a while.
Steve Hansen, he's been in Japan coaching for the last 3
Just
years.
send him an email. He can record the voice, and then we'll just put the voice to the puppet here in the studio.
that's a good
Jesus,
idea.
that's God, you're
That's high
good.
level.
That's
Why
better.
are we explaining this on a podcast?
Don't know.
We're probably never going to do
Yeah.
it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
Jeez,
Well, so
no
Rassie's
chance.
come out. Has Rassie come out and trolling the
Is gay.
Rassie what? I
He
said
come
Rassie,
out.
I said Rassie. He's coming out. Rassie
Shit,
be
that
trolling.
would be a turn for the South African
Oh shit, wouldn't it?
my God.
rugby fans.
He should do that.
Hello everybody, I am gay.
I reckon this might be up there with the most triggering thing we've done on South African so far on this podcast, and they're saying something.
Not big on gays, are they? Quite big on God.
Yeah, they love God.
Yeah.
Which doesn't tend to go hand in hand.
And to them, Rassie is God.
That's true
So
actually.
then what
And
if
you
their
know what?
God was gay?
I don't blame them for thinking Rassie is God. He is everything they love about South Africa. He's quite opinionated. He's a big unit.
Yeah.
He's got that thick Afrikaans
Oh.
accent. Anyway, he's come out. He's doing a bit of trolling, is he?
Right, he's doing trolling. He's come out with some trolling.
Yeah.
Okay, right, that's what's going on there. Yeah, I think so. Well, I don't actually know if it's intentional trolling. It's just funny, especially when you see it written down. I know. Can you do the accent, please?
I know Scott really well, as we were at the same age, I think. We played in the same position, I think, in the same era,
Right. Is he being funny with his I thinks?
I think.
Yeah, that's okay.
With the Barbarians, it's a nice thing to bring innovation.
Yep.
And I think it's going to be a massive, lekker game to watch because there's no pressure
Yep.
and he can be himself. And I think that's what the coach wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So that's
Well, that's all he said.
So
that's Rassie's 2 cents.
is he saying that Razor couldn't be who he wanted to be in the All Blacks regime? So
This is
that's why they failed. That's why they got rid of him.
Well, no, this is the thing that I think everyone's.
Jesus,
This is the thing I think everyone's struggling with, Joe, and you, Meshi, is the fact that Scott Robinson is a bit of a out there guy. He is a bit extroverted outside of rugby, but his actual rugby brain is pretty missionary.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying, so I'm just laughing. Joe's really trying to start shit out of
I
this
know,
fucking
I know.
this mid quote from
I know.
Rassie.
There's nothing in it. It's him saying, it's basically someone at a press conference saying, hey, I see Scott Robinson is going to coach Barbarians. And then he said that, and now everyone's like,
Yes.
anyway.
don't know.
So it's this happening this week, is it? This Thursday?
Anyway,
As soon as Thursday.
Apparently, yeah. Could be at the earliest this Thursday. So.
Sorry, hang on. What's
At the earliest?
The All Blacks announcement.
Potentially
this
at the
Thursday.
earliest this Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, I reckon they'll look for a news dump of some kind.
God.
Shall we?
Are they going to try bury it, you reckon? Or are they going to try and does that mean that it goes to show they had a vendetta against Razor the whole time?
Well, they need to hurry up because that's the African tour is like 100 days away, and that is a.
Is that right?
And Jamie Jost has got to figure out what he's doing. Is he coaching the All Blacks or is he coaching the Highlanders?
Well, the Highlanders got to sort out what they're going to do because they have no coach if he gets all of a sudden yanked.
Should we do it?
What's Dave Rennie doing? Is he in Japan?
Good
What
question.
are they going to do?
So many questions.
Not enough answers.
God, someone's in the water today. Okay, boys, Friday night. Friday's a big day here at the ACC G Lane. Mike off for just a moment.
Friday we've got the golf day.
Yep, you can talk about
With
that later
November.
on, but what I want to talk about is what's happening afterwards because what would make sense...
the commentary. We're doing Super Rugby.
actually,
Chiefs
that's a good
versus
point.
Moana.
No, the thing that's happening after that, which is the Beacher Lounge is first ever Beacher watch along with myself, Mashy, and friends.
Okay, and friends. So this is what you were doing in the cupboard next door.
No, not the cupboard. The
Beacher
brand
cupboard.
spanking new Beacher Lounge, which will be revealed to the public. Well, hang on, we're not doing really an open door to the public. Just a video.
I did
for
pop
the
my
public.
head in.
Yeah.
It looks like your bedroom.
Yeah.
that
Well, it
what's
looks
happening
like
there?
my bedroom before my partner moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm trying to wind back the clock slightly. I will be honest. That's a good. You've got me there. Yep. It's.
You've put a Velcro golf
Yep.
thing on the wall. And
I have.
You're just sitting in there chipping off the mat.
Yeah, the dartboard's going in this afternoon.
I'm starting to ask questions about what do you actually do?
You know the dart. Well, Jesus, what I did do is spend 6 hours yesterday fucking installing a flat pack.
Is that where you were?
Yeah, which is then when
Putting a cabinet together.
it took me fucking ages, and then Joe comes in, thinks he's being helpful, and goes, "Oh yeah, thought this would be quite good actually for the content, but." We could have paid the extra $60 for someone to do this.
$60 to get a pre-made one. But I thought, Mesh will enjoy doing this, putting this together for his Diary of a Beacher Lounge videos.
So it's good. So, but I mean, we got a time lapse out of it. A 6 hour time lapse.
So you and your bitcher mates are having a party on Friday.
Yeah, on Friday night. So come on in via the ACC YouTube channel. Just search up the Alternative Commentary Collective on YouTube, and then you'll see us.
And you're just watching the Wires and the Roosters,
Just the Wires and the Roosters at the moment. What's penciled in the calendar for future events is the Masters, some Formula One stuff, some NBA final stuff later on in the year, mid-year, Stanley Cup, thanks to Joe. So a lot's going to be coming up from that Beacher Lounge, but yes, it's all starting this Friday night. We also have a bit of a group pot. All our details around that are on our socials, so you can head along to the ACC on Instagram and have a look what we've got going on there.
Nice. I see Liam Lawson is in New Zealand. He's actually in the building with us. He wasn't obviously. We got offered an interview. We said no, we interviewed him ages ago.
Yeah, they've got to stop offering us these big interviews.
I know. So he's in the
Because
building.
we don't want them.
Because last time we interviewed him, it was with Red Bull, and it was when he was the reserve driver, and he'd just had it was actually not long before he got announced in Racing Bulls.
It was pretty spot on timing, I think, wasn't it?
And before he got a full-time seat. And so with the Red Bull guys, and they said they wanted to do something a bit different, so they put him in front of me. And then I just asked him about seatbelts and getting stuck in stuck in seatbelts, and
Christian Horner's
and then
downstairs
how big.
size.
And then I asked him the 22 and 2 around who's got the biggest downstairs, Gunther Steiner, Toto Wolff, or Christian Horner.
Yeah, hell of a
and
question,
not long
by the way.
after that question, that interview, all the allegations came out around the horn dog.
So do you reckon he knew?
And anyway, so I asked him the 22 and 2, and he was quite flummoxed by a lot of those questions.
Yeah, as you would be.
And as I found out, now he's a bit of a big deal these days.
Yeah.
He's got a list of questions you cannot ask him and what questions you can ask him, which are given by the PR person.
That's so nice.
So hence why we said, you know what? No, I think we know everything we need to know about him now.
Yep, so he's getting been boiced currently.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think him and Jono are just...
I
Going
think
at him from
think Megan's
all angles.
going to have got a massive wide on for him. So I think that's mainly what that's.
She's
that
not
was
here,
about.
though. So I don't think she's here, and they've done the interview purposely on the day that she's not here.
Oh,
Classic
interesting.
prank. Oh, they love a jape.
Oh,
is
is that the jape? Is
It's
that
a
the jape?
classic jape.
Right,
That's a
okay.
Classic jape.
Hey, speaking of Red Bull, he was also brought us by Red Bull, but Pity, you weren't here, Meshi, but last week I caught up with a young chap by the name of Hazim Ahmad.
I was jealous to see that he was round about Auckland across the weekend.
He went to the Auckland FC game.
Yeah.
Now, this guy, he's a young Malaysian dude.
Yep.
Very small.
Tiny, eh?
He is very small. Anyway, he's into this like football tricks and
Is it called football freestyle?
that's it. And they
Yeah.
do it to music and they do it on the street and stuff. And it's almost like parkour meets breakdancing meets football.
Yeah.
And he does some pretty insane shit.
That's pretty impressive.
And I was trying to, I very badly wade my way through this interview trying to work out what football freestyle was.
Yeah.
And he did his best to try and tell me.
Oh, good on him.
So I caught up with him last week, and after the break, we're going to catch up with Hazim, or Zeem as he's known.
Oh, yeah.
He's also known as Mr. Nutmeg.
Yes.
He's the one who specialises in nutmegging people and making them look silly.
Yeah.
And he did that pretty comfortably with me.
Oh, I don't doubt it. It's amazing how quickly you lunge into a challenge and then it's just 3 leaves before you can even blink.
He tried to teach me some basics, and I must admit, I look like a fucking retard.
Yeah.
And Joe's got it all on film, and he's gonna put it out today. The first one was bouncing the ball and catching it between your knees,
Okay, yeah.
and it looked like I was giving birth.
And then plucking away.
Anyway,
My favourite was when you tried to balance the ball on your back, on your neck,
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
put your arms out, and you were just kind of
Oh, no.
I looked
prone.
Yeah,
Like a chicken.
yeah, and he nutmegged me. I'd say 7 or 8 times.
Why did you let it get to 7 or 8?
I reckon he could have nutmegged me himself. Like, he could have gone through my legs and I wouldn't have known. He was so small.
Okay, yeah.
But so after the break, thanks to the guys at Red Bull, we've got Hazim came in to the studio for a quick chat. I put him through 22 and 2.
Oh,
English is his second language. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
'Cause
No,
there's
that's a
couple of questions he
disclaimer.
couldn't quite get his head around. And a couple of questions he definitely got his head around.
Oh,
Okay, so
speak.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to the Agenda podcast, and it's an absolute pleasure to welcome into the Export Beer Garden studios Hazim Ahmad.
Yeah, yeah.
Did I nail it?
Yeah, yeah.
otherwise known as Zeem.
Zeem, yes,
Zeem,
correct. Yeah.
Who is a world-class freestyle footballer. The hell is that? I've seen some of your tricks. If you check you out on Instagram, it's pretty mean.
Yeah, so I do freestyle football. It's very different than normal football.
Yeah.
So we do tricks.
Yeah.
Only me and the ball. That's it. We
Yeah.
don't have coach. We don't have team. So we can do whatever we want.
Nice.
Freestyle football. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. It's okay. So just for people out there, like you would have seen it on Instagram and social media, is people just doing mean tricks in the street.
Yeah.
A lot of physical stuff, like kind of almost gymnastics with the ball as well.
Oh,
Is that-
yeah. So when we do freestyle, we combine with dance move,
Yeah,
break dance, or a little bit of parkour.
yeah,
You know, but obviously we do freestyle with the music.
yeah,
You know, so we kill the beat at the same time.
yeah.
So sometimes easy trick, but when you do with the great music, like the beat,
Yeah.
it's gonna get more crazy. Yeah.
And how does that work? Is that like kind of like street battles? Do you battle other people?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. We do
with-
have our own competition,
Yeah.
freestyle football competition. We do have like an Asian competition and then world, and there's so many competitions. So we do like 3 rounds
Yeah,
each freestyler. So yeah, and then at the end, there's 5 judges will choose who's the winner.
all right. So it's kind of like, well, you look at. I mean, I'd know what I'd rather see in the Olympics. It's certainly not breakdancing.
Yeah.
I'd rather see you guys doing
Yeah,
doing crazy shit with footballs. Is that the ultimate goal here? Like,
Yeah. We're getting there now, but yeah, it's a long way to go. But that's our main goal. Yeah.
yeah, nice, excellent.
Yeah.
And I saw you came in here with a football, which is good because we don't have any footballs. You've come to a country which is quite obsessed with rugby.
Yeah.
So you can see we've got a lot of rugby balls
Yeah.
and no footballs. So I'm glad you bought one, but it looks like it's like a kid's size.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what you
Okay,
normally use?
So this one is a futsal ball. So
Yeah.
which is when we play street soccer or futsal.
What? I know of futsal.
Yeah.
But can you just explain
Yeah.
what that is?
Futsal is indoor soccer.
Yeah,
We play 5v5.
yeah,
It's a very different format with football.
yeah,
So I do play futsal.
Yep.
And I also play street soccer. Street soccer is very like free. We can do 3v3,
Yeah.
2v2.
and the ball's always in. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the ball must be like this size, 4,
Right.
size 4. Yeah, so when I do freestyle, we use size 5. and
I
a bit
see.
bouncy.
Yeah, okay.
This one is no bounce.
Okay, that's just your straight futsal
Yes,
ball.
yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so you do this professionally? This is what you do?
Yes,
So
I
Red-
do.
Red Bull?
Do you know nutmeg?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do nutmeg for living.
Okay, so you nutmeg people for a living.
Yeah.
Fucking people said I had a good job. That's a pretty mean job.
Yeah.
You go around and humiliate people.
Yeah. Imagine if one nutmeg I got $5, I'm gonna be millionaire.
Oh
for
man!
sure.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you're gonna have to jump on our socials because I'm gonna have to try and get nutmegged by you, which I'm pretty sure you're gonna humiliate me. Given that the last time I played football, I think I must have been 8 years old, and it was off a kickoff, and I went the wrong way and scored a goal in our wrong end, and I never played football again. I went to rugby. The actual coach said he said you need to go play rugby. That's what happens in New Zealand, Zeem. You just get sent. You get sent to rugby. It's like getting sent to the gulags. If you're any sort of like trouble, go play rugby. I've had enough of you. Anyway, Zeem, we have guests here all the time, and it's a pleasure to have you here. We're going to do a bit of video content with you.
Of course, it's cool.
But we put everyone through our questions called 22 and 2. So I ask you quick fire questions, and you just answer them rapid fire. No judgment.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. No judgment whatsoever. Okay. So Hazim Ahmad, a world class freestyler football. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Hard or fast?
Hard or fast?
Yeah. Hard or fast?
Fast.
Fast. Would you rather wake up nude next to Wayne Rooney or Paul Gascoigne?
Wayne Rooney.
Oh yeah. Good call. Thai or Indian?
Thai.
Eat out or dine in?
What was that?
Eat out or dine in? Do you dine into the restaurant or do you?
Dining, yeah.
Oh yeah. Freddie Mercury or Elton John?
Mercury, yeah.
Wet or dry?
Dry.
Cats or dogs?
Cat.
Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
Okay. Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, and Erling Haaland. Who's got the biggest downstairs?
Messi.
What football legend would you bring back from the dead?
Legend.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho.
If the ceremony to bring him back resulted in you talking like David Beckham for the rest of your life, would you still do it?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever fired a gun?
Fight?
Fired a gun?
No.
No. Have you ever killed anything bigger than an insect?
Mouse, I think.
Who's the most famous person you've ever met? I can imagine you've met some pretty gnarly famous footballers.
Ronaldinho.
Oh, okay. Ronaldinho, nice. If you had a reoccurring dream that a snowman killed himself with a hairdryer, would you be concerned?
Snowman?
Yeah. If you had a reoccurring dream that a snowman kills himself with a hairdryer, would you be concerned?
No.
Okay. If you were offered a knighthood, would you accept it?
Knighthood?
Yes, Sir Hazim Ahmad. You'd take it?
No.
No. Okay, fair enough. What age do people say? What age do you think people say, "Oh, I've had a fall," instead of just falling over? And mate, this is probably a
Falling over.
Okay, this is probably an English question. Anyway, because at a certain point, Westerners get to an age where they have a fall instead of just falling over. So it's usually your grandma goes, "Oh, I've had a fall, darling," and it's usually about 65. Okay. Have you ever screamed at anyone, "Google me, motherfucker"?
No.
Okay, good. I didn't think so. You seem like such a polite young man. I guarantee you wouldn't have done that. Trust me, a lot of people have. If you're going to get a statue made of yourself, so have a little think about this one. What pose would you be in, and where would you put it?
Freestyle pose, of course.
Yeah.
With the ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put in Twin Tower KLCC, the best building in Malaysia.
Oh, nice. And the KL Towers there?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Epic right at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Excellent. Okay, well, Hazim Ahmad, thanks very much. That's your 22 and 2. Thanks for coming in. Obviously, you're going to have to check out the videos because just talking to Zeem here is not going to do justice to how mean he is with a football, and he's going to humiliate me for you all to see. So jump on our socials, jump on Instagram and Facebook. Also, what's your handle? What's your Instagram handle? It is...
Yeah, Zeem Ahmad, and then same goes to YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah, nice. Okay, the Nutmeg King. The Nutmeg King. Check it out if you want to check out the one of the best freestyle footballers going around. Thanks very much. We'll,
You're welcome.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Let's go.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Lovely bloke. Dangerously confused around why he was in the studio and why he was talking to some middle-aged cruiser who can do 3 or 4 keepy uppies. He goes, show me what you got. And I did about 2. And he goes, oh yeah.
You know, he's probably spent his whole life working towards the position he's in now. And then he gets signed with Red Bull, and then he comes across to New Zealand for a bit of a footballing tour, and he gets dragged in. Yeah, he would have been confused.
Anyway, after the interview and after he humiliated me, nutmegged me so many times, I was like, what do you practice? What's your routine every day? And he goes, I don't really practice anymore. He goes, it's just finessing it now. I've pretty much
dialed it.
I'm dialed it in.
He's done his 10,000 hours or whatever it is.
I said, well, what's your routine then? He goes, he practices nutmegging on chairs.
Okay.
So he sets up chairs, and then he'll go past, and obviously that's when you nail the nutmeg is getting it through the 2 chairs. So that's how he practices his nutmegging.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he's wakes up, gets shot out of a cannon, and then there's a few other things. This is my favourite part of the show.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Can you, when you do your ZB ad later on today, can you advertise the Yours Please part?
No,
if you really loved us here at the Yours Please section, G Lane, you'd do that.
No. Look, what you're doing here is you're over-egging, because the truth came out months ago when you said you hated this section of the show. Now, you didn't say you enjoyed it, and now you go over the top to say how much you enjoy it, and it's just disingenuous.
It feels fake, does it?
It's disingenuous because the listeners aren't that stupid, Mashi.
Well, right.
Okay. Now it's time for the section which Mashi's ambivalent towards. Yours, please.
Yeah, g'day, cocksuckers.
G'day, mate.
Just catching up on the sport over the weekend. But festivally, didn't catch anything live. Wanting to hear the commentary from last night's game. Could you put up a caravan episode, please? And how about you suck my balls, Mashi?
Yeah.
And G Lane, release the tapes, mate. You fucking arsehole.
Okay, I'm confused. Let's address a couple of things. I don't think we put rugby out as caravan episodes.
No, I don't think we're allowed to.
Oh, is it all right?
Yeah, you got to tune in live.
Once again, email Sky.
Release the tapes. I don't know what tapes.
The G Lane tapes.
Oh, not those.
The G Lane tapes should be released. That's a good point. While we are here
discussing
about releasing Friday night's commentary,
it's a bit like the Epstein files. So you have to wait for me to die in a police cell before that gets released.
Yeah. Hey, we were having a conversation the other day in the office, and it'd be great to get the Yours Pleasers involved with this. Stephen Hawking's now free game, eh?
Yep.
He did.
No, I know he's dead.
You can't defame the dead. Oh, yeah, and he's ended up on Epstein Island. So
yeah, but I can't quite figure how serious was it.
What do you mean?
Now I'm realising why we shouldn't have this conversation on a podcast. I was just wondering,
your question is,
can we make fun of him now? Because you probably
can.
shouldn't have, because he was
he
a little less fortunate.
Yeah.
And now he's been involved with some bad things.
Yes,
is he just free game?
It's free game.
Oh, good to know.
It's free license.
You say less fortunate, but he was a smart man. Like, he had a bigger brain than you.
He made.
That's not hard. There's a lot of people around the world have got a better life.
Does that make him more? Does that make him less fortunate? I don't know.
I mean, he did have a degenerative disease, which meant he couldn't talk and walk and
chipped away at him.
Eat, really.
Yeah, but I mean, he had a sweet sounding voice, though.
What I want to know is what the fuck he got up to on the island. Like, how did that work?
Yeah. Did they have accessibility ramps?
Did he talk dirty with his electronic thing?
Do you think it's like the
Should we push pause on that convo for now, and we can just wait? We can just wait for some feedback around that, and then come back to it if we think everything's okay. Okay. Before we go a little too far.
Thanks for yours, please. You brought it up.
You did.
No, I know, but I just thought, for the betterment of
Okay, so you brought it up, now you put a pin in it.
I just feel like we should put a pin in it.
Okay.
Oh, is that a thing we should? Okay. Next one.
Hey team, Mike here. Just want to say a big fan of the show and keep up the good work.
Thanks, Mike.
So Maconi and G Lane, suck on that.
Oh.
I hope you guys still having a little whinge bringing that big dick energy last week, but you're still going to lose, mate. Crusaders.
Don't say it.
Oh,
you almost said Crusaders mana.
You wanted to.
There were so many Crusader mana messages. I've been DM'd quite a few as well, and that's fine. You can get it off your chest. But I had one message of support from a friend saying, "Hey, you all right?" I just listened to the podcast. Copped quite a bit of shit there. I was like, "Look, I'm happy to be a release for those Crusaders fans. They've got a bit of sexual pent up tension."
What I do ask of this Crusaders fandom though is that can we hang around, because we don't get a lot of messages from the Crusaders supporters, outside of these weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that if we do want to make progress as a fan base, I think we need to remain vocal.
All I'm going to say is Blues Mana this week.
No, not Blues Mana.
Blues Mana.
No, not Blues Mana. Next one, yes, please.
Yeah, G Lane.
Yeah.
Fellow Crusader hater here.
Yes.
Some real questions as to who the fuck the real head of the ACC is. ACC Head G Lane, or is it ACC Head Joe Jury? Because the fact you let him play that absolute punishment at the start of Monday's podcast is an absolute rot. And I'm not worried about you, mate, but what about the rest of us having to listen to that?
Oh, see, I hadn't thought of that.
Just stop it. Just kick him out. Had enough. Love you. Fuck you.
Thanks, mate. Hey,
got a good point.
Thanks for your message.
Great
he
pipes
does have a
too.
good point. Good pipes as well. Look, you leave messages, we play them out. We're not going to start screening messages because they are against or for another team in the Super Rugby. We'll play them all out because we're a democracy here, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
It's the way it has been, always will be.
I don't mind it. And listen, I think that's what we need a bit more of. We need a bit of niggle. We need it. I mean, that first half, that was full of niggle, and I loved it. I love the niggle. I love the change, like the down the tunnel niggle. I love it.
Have we yet figured out what had seven pieces being
Oh my God, I got the replay of the seven piece bit. He took out Callum Bashir, who was just having, jersey grabbing, and he came flying in like a missile and just hit him under the ribs and took him out way off the ball.
Right, okay.
Everyone was still crying about Havili getting fucking tipped upside down by Jared Prophet, who's about the same size as David Havili, but they're all having a cry about that. Meanwhile, severed pieces skewering people off the ball.
Was there a nursery rhyme about Miss Prophet? No, Miss Muffet.
Oh, God. Next one. Yours, please.
Boys, Cal from Brizzy. Landing the plane, both figuratively and physically.
So boy.
After a weekend back home in electric Ave, but imagine my surprise when I awoke Sunday morning to the news that the Crusaders had beat the Chiefs. Get that up, you G Lane. That didn't clear my hangover, but fuck it, got me up out of bed for the day. Crusaders mana.
No mana. You have no mana. You have no mana. You will never have mana, okay? I will say it till the day I die.
It's so good.
Christchurch, the Canterbury region, the Crusader region has no mana.
God.
Zero mana. But there is a touch of mana in the Blues, okay? And I'm going to go full Blues.
Where's the mana coming from in the Blues?
saying this.
Where's the mana coming from
I
in the
hate
Blues?
saying this. Zan Sullivan, for a start. He's got mana.
He does, actually.
Perifida?
Patrick Tuapolo, Evan Charlton, 1 use. He's got mana.
Yeah.
Situtu?
Okay.
Offa Tangarasi. He's got
No,
mana.
how
say
are
that.
you
McConey's
pronouncing
banned.
that?
Oh, McConey's Bandit.
McConey's
Can't say
Bandit.
Offa Tunga and the RC.
Yeah.
Coney Bandit.
So
Anyway, so I don't.
was that the Valentine's Day theme that came from that one?
Yeah, Offa Tunga and the RC.
Yeah.
Said it again.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I haven't supported the Blues once, ever. Because I got an equal disdain for the Blues given I grew up in the 90s NPC and watched Auckland win everything until the Mooloos came up and beat them up.
But with what you've been through over the last 2 days, you're thinking,
Yeah.
right.
I'm going to say, you know what? There's more money coming out of the Blues franchise than there is out of the Crusaders.
Coming out of the Blues
There is.
franchise. No,
So
there's
are you
not.
saying you're supporting the Blues this week?
Yep.
Fuck, get to the TAB. The Grimlane curse has just put a
No, I'm not
curse
going
on
to the
Blues.
game. I'm not going to the game.
No,
No, but
still,
even support.
It's starting to slowly, I don't know, the
Seep through the fabric of time and space.
It is.
Whatever you two have got no money.
It's now become a thing where I think if you're within just a 3-4K radius of the
You two
game.
have got no money.
Do we have any more yours,
Last
please?
one.
Last one. Yours, please.
Yeah, lads. Chop here.
G'day,
Gold Coast
Chop.
winning.
Go Coast.
Long time in between drinks. Just left Suncorp. Just watched the Highlanders eat shit. They're crap. The crowd was fucking terrible.
Oh,
fucking
boo.
terrible. Union here is terrible. Bring on the fucking magic round. You could hear a pin drop in there.
Oh, bugger.
Just hoity-toity Union fucking private school fuckwits.
Okay.
Yeah, it was shit. Anyway.
What? G'day, mate. Well, he's right, because in Australia...
Had a good time, seemed like.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, he really enjoyed himself. Australia is a bit like that, because rugby is a very private schoolboy game over there.
It is.
And the league is the working class kind of game.
Are we not concerned? I mentioned this yesterday briefly, I think. Are we not concerned that they are getting a little bit better? all of a
Well,
sudden?
Matt Heath raised a good point. Doesn't raise many in the podcast, but
No,
he
he
did
tries
raise
not
one,
to.
and he said, or are we getting worse?
Oh, he did say that, didn't he? And that is a good point.
But I think we're getting worse. I think our players are just. I think we're still producing amazing players, but they just kind of now spread themselves thin by going to France and Japan and everywhere else.
Yeah.
Like that Japanese expat squad we put together, I think earlier in the year, looked pretty mean. Like Brady Retallick's still scoring hat tricks over in Japanese leagues.
How old is he now?
He's 36.
Jesus.
Artie Sevilla's over there.
Yep.
What
happened with
Richie
him?
Moe, obviously. Richie Moe's over there.
Oh, wait, well, what actually happened with the whole Artie situation?
Well, he's on a sabbatical. But he's the one that got thrown under the bus for the whole Razor thing, for the player review.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah, massively. All the players are like, I don't know. I mean, Artie might have said something, but I mean,
we were emotional.
I don't know. He said it was anonymous. But Artie could have said something.
We were emotional, weren't we? But I mean, there's definitely other people that could have also been just blamed equally, surely, right, as well.
Yeah, I think that was only a small part of it. I can't imagine just a player review would resulted in a coach getting boned.
Right.
Anyway.
I don't think they saw Artie's one come across the desk and go, righto, here's the one that matters.
Yeah. Hey, on a more serious note, after the yours pleases, I don't know if you saw the news. Luke Woodcock, former Black Cat Wellington cricket player, unfortunately, the poor bastard in January got diagnosed with a brain cancer.
This morning,
yeah, and he is now going through treatment and knowing firsthand what that's like with what his family and he's about to go through. It's going to be pretty shithouse. But his brother has started a Give a Little page. So if you go to Give a Little and search Luke Woodcock, give what you can because he has got a very long road ahead of him.
Yeah.
Him and his family. So check that out. He's, by all accounts, a real good bastard. He's done a lot for Cricket Wellington. Very popular man. And he's been absolutely blindsided by this in late January. So, yeah, do what you can there. It's basically, I mean, some of the costs and what he's about to go through is going to be significant. So it's for him and his family. So check that out. Go to Give a Little, search Luke Woodcock, and give what you can.
Well said, mate.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.